research is because if he came and just told you, the correct, setting the record straight of our story, if he just came out and told people with the mind state that people had back, they would have rejected him. So he had to take you into the books that you got accustomed to accepting. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, you have to go into the books to get a confirmation of what he's saying first, because you were born into the society. You know what I'm saying? And people are innocent of that because they were born into the society, so they're innocent of it. But that's the only reason why he would go into these books. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't a book that he was writing, you know what I'm saying, that was being transmitted through him to write. You understand what I'm saying? But other than that, this is 2019, you know what I'm saying? And we supposed to be at well, I like to use the word we anyway because it's all about us. But, I don't want to make it personal, me personally, but I'm just going to say on a different vibrational level, we don't have to go into somebody's book to tell people about who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because, first of all, even to go somewhere else with it, but at the same time, even though I'm saying I'm going somewhere else, I'm still at the same place. Because what I'm going to say is this. Even though, like, a certain being might not be a specific being, you should know the being because the being and you as well is tied genetically to each other. That's a whole nother level. And this is the level that we're supposed to be on as of right now, especially all these years we've been in the sun cycle. We're behind schedule or behind said schedule, however you want to say it. We're supposed to already be genetically connected with the genetic code that we already know. You know what I'm saying? Like we already feel the vibration. You know what I'm saying? But and that gets outside of person, place, and things and names and all of that stuff. Because really what it boils down to is the vibration. You know what I'm saying? And we have to get in tune with each other's vibrations so that we can move. So that's not all these doubts and questions and and things like that. Because at the end of the day, at the bottom line is, even if everybody didn't know everything about each other per se, if we was just vibrating on a certain frequency, it wouldn't matter. We would move accordingly. We would have good sense, good common sense to know that the majority of what we can agree on, we move with it. If there's something that isn't quite understood amongst the masses, we understand that we will have the answer to all these different questions and get to it. But the main picture and the main theme has to be, we have to be able to move. You know what I'm saying? As one mind, mono-mental. One mental, one mind, so that we can once again be monumental. You understand? And we can build some new monuments. But once so it's like we have to get off of that. You know what I'm saying? And it has to be very simple because it is simple. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just it. It's like it doesn't matter what, because it doesn't matter what a person tells you. You understand? It's all about the vibration of the being. You know what I'm saying? If the vibration is right, let's move. I don't need to even know who everybody is by name per se. If your vibration is right and I feel it, we can make some great things happen. You know what I'm saying? As a nation. You know what I'm saying? As a people, as a tribe. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at with it. Well, I don't even like to use the word I. That's where we're at with it. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that I thing out of our vocabulary and start saying we and us all the time. That's part of all of this alchemy that's being done. You know what I'm saying? The only one is the Most High. None of us are the Most High. So when it comes to us, we always talking in plural form. That's why they said, let us create man in our image in a book, because they knew the alchemy of that. You know what I'm saying? It's always a oneness amongst all of us. You understand what I'm saying? But it's never a one-man job when it comes to us. You know what I'm saying? It's never a singular thing. It's about the all, correct? Because we're all a part of the all. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't take from it, and you can't add to it. Everything is a part of the all. You know what I'm saying? The only one that sits by itself still within the all is the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And still is within the all, but has been commissioned by the all to be the Most High. To experience, you know what I'm saying, being the Most High for the all. just like we are all experiences within the all. You understand? So I didn't mean to go to all over the place, but at the same time, be at the same place at the same time. That's what I always love to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like go off, but still be the same place. You know what I'm saying? Like when you travel etherically out of your car, you know what I'm saying? You're still at the same place at the same time, but you're traveling at the same time simultaneously. So that's what we're doing when we're learning and building, you know. So that's what it's all about, man. As above, so below.
Cool.
You know.
You know, I was just studying, one of ATUN-RE The Real Messiah videos recently, and he was saying that what's going to happen is that we're going to start remembering who we were, because we were there then, we're here
exactly.
now.
And that's what's going on. And
right.
and from experience too, a lot of times we already knew. You understand what I'm saying? We already knew.
Cool.
And when I say we already knew, might not have known per se articulating names and titles and to that nature, but we already knew that we came down. You understand? Because from personal experience, you know what I'm saying, I always knew I came down. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I always knew it. You know what I'm saying? I as a child, you try to like push it away and try to, halfway not think about it too tough and even think that it just might be you just, you know what I'm saying? How do you say, imagining it or whatever the case may. Yeah, but the thing about it is, the confirmation too, personally for me, is before I knew anything about any story, about anything, you know what I'm saying, I knew. And I remembered certain things. Maybe not everything, you know what I'm saying, maybe not even a lot, but certain key elements were put there for me to remember, so that when you fully are in the when you are in the process, or when you fully, have gotten your memory back, all of those key elements that were always there that you remembered help ignite that and bring it all together. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us always knew. Like I would always tell the story sometimes.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? I used to tell ATUN-RE all the time. Like when I first met ATUN-RE, I used to talk about how I was in a chamber and it was dark. It wasn't really lit, but it was like a crystal. It was a chamber like with crystals, but it was dark. You know what I'm saying? And a being asked me if I was ready. You understand? And me and ATUN-RE used to talk about that, and he would say that being was me, Shu, asking you if you was ready. You know what I'm saying? Because a bunch
I don't want to get too far ahead, the audience, and lose people.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
this is ATUN-RE The Real Messiah progress call, and we're speaking with the elder Shu. He's going about letting people know who he was in, ancient Egypt in that day and time. But what has happened, many of us, energy of then has reincarnated to right now, and we're walking amongst, on this plane of existence right now. He's going over explaining who he is as being the, Egyptian deity Shu. So you kind of can break down, like, exactly the name, the title, what you did then, what you're here to do now, and also explain, talk about walk with the Messiah, ATUN-RE, the experiences, the stories, how he raised your vibrations up, help you remember even more. So you kind of can go over that with the audience.
Well, basically, it's when I first heard his tones, because what it is there was a brother of mine that when I was a teenager, we all looked up to the brother, and I thought the brother was a Rastafarian. But what was interesting about it was he was reading a scroll, and it had like a crown on it, and I thought it was like a Rastafarian type of book, and I asked him if I could read it, and he was like, sure, and he let me read the book, and it just was like, wow. When I was reading it, it was like everything I ever thought of how I felt, whether I ever articulated it or not. This book I was reading was articulating my whole thought pattern. Like everything just made total sense, And I asked my friend about the author, but what's interesting about it, I always saw Pop's scrolls when I was younger, but I didn't know who Pops was, and I didn't really know what the scrolls were about. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm reading this book from this brother, a few years later, and I started asking him about Pops because I've always seen the picture of him on the different books, but never knew who the brother was. He started just basically telling me that the brother has his own community. He's had it for a number of years where people actually live there with him, and he's, taught them different schools of religion, like Islam and Judaism and things of that nature. And then he talked about how Pops took people up into the mountains, in upstate New York when they used to do those trips and meditate, shams would come out and things of that nature. So when I first, heard the brother tell me that, especially after reading, the book on the block for the time I had, I just instantly started telling the brother I wanted more. He would just give me books that he had to read, and I just kind of never looked back. As far as from the jump, I knew he was the real deal. I knew he was the one sent to start the whole. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Just like it wasn't like from the first time I read the scroll. Because remember, I was seeing his scrolls before from like God bodies, and this girl in the middle school with me, she was God body at a young age. She was on point, and she had one of Pop's books. We in the middle school, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm like in high school. Now I'm fully understanding like all this time the books I was looking at was from this brother, and this is what this brother was dealing with. And it goes back even farther. When I was 10 years old, the Ansars were always being in Hempstead, and I was working at my uncle's store. They would always come in there and chat with us. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know exactly, what was going on then, because I was like 10 years old. I didn't really know, but I felt something from one of the brothers, and I actually asked the brother about the community, and he told me how they all lived together. And him and my uncle was talking in the middle of the conversation. I asked the Ansar brother, I was like, well, can I come live with y'all in the community? And my uncle and him both looked at me simultaneously. I know my uncle looked at me like, yo, he's bugging. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy. For some reason, I just said that. So it was like when I reflect on these things, when I think about these things, it just shows me that it was always there for me. The Most High was giving me breadcrumbs to follow. You know what I'm saying? To get to where I needed to be. The Most High is always sending us crumbs to follow, and always laying different, signs, because none of this is something that just happened. This was all planned, and we all have to start looking at it like that so that it becomes clearer and stop being in such denial. All of this is one big master plan that's going on that's bigger than all of us. You know what I'm saying? So, did that, and then when I heard and then back to ATUN-RE, when I heard ATUN-RE's tones, it just resonated with me instantly. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely sped me up. You know what I'm saying? And this is now we have to speed other people up. Other people have to speed other people up, and so forth and so forth. That's why I used to always tell y'all that when y'all speak to people, your whole mentality is once that person leaves conversation with you, that they're never the same again, because you have to hit them with the tones and the frequencies and ignite something in them. These tones are real because as we speak, you'll notice that people's meridians are being opened up, because a lot of times you'll see people, like especially we were in a video chat and it happened one day, and when you're around people, when you start picking up on the tones and the frequencies, when you start talking to certain people for certain periods of time, you'll see they'll start falling asleep right in front of you, might fall out and be snoring. You know what I'm saying? And these situations happen because when the tones and the frequencies are being emitted, when you're raising somebody's vibration, you're actually opening up like energy grids and meridians in their body, and since they've been dormant or closed, what happens is they get sleepy because the energy, they got to get used to the energy. You understand what I'm saying? And when you sleep off of something like that stimulating you, opening up different energy nodes or meridians in your body, what happens is you'll sleep like a baby. You understand? It'll be some of the best sleep you ever had. And then what happens as time goes on, as more energy starts hitting you and opening up different, meridians or whatever inside you, what happens is you won't get as sleepy, and you can take more of the energy. You know what I'm saying? And this is, and that'll happen. And that used to happen. You be in a line with ATUN-RE. You never know that certain people, even you might fall asleep after a while, because what people don't understand, a lot of energy is being given to you through tones and frequencies. The pops used to always put out books. I know people went in the order. Y'all know about tones. Oh, this is not no plaything. Like playtime's over. You know what I'm saying? Certain abilities are going to be, made available through spiritual applications, but also by speeding each other's frequencies up, by having the right tone and texture in your voice. You understand? And this is part of, who we are. You know what I'm saying? Especially as deities. It's like anybody could tell you, okay, I'm Shu with AA, but what we got to do, y'all are deities too. All of us are deities. You know what I'm saying? All of us. You know what I'm saying? A wise man knows he knows nothing else. He knows nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep learning. You know what I'm saying? So the well's not cut dry. You understand? So it's to the point where all of us have to have the same tone and frequency. Because what's going to happen is every time you speak to people around you, you're going to speed them up, and then you let them know. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty soon they will have the tones. Let them know when they speak to other people, you don't want them to be the same after you talking to them. You want them to be sped up. You know what I'm saying? And the speeding up is the divine love. That speeds you up. Divine love is fast. Fear, which is the opposite of divine love, not hate. Hate is the product of the fear. The fear is a slow vibration. And hate is the byproduct of the fear. So that's the slower of the slowest. Like how they say how 6 ether is the death of 9 ether, and then the ghost is the death of 6 ether. Well, if divine love is 9 ether, fear is 6 ether, and hate, you know what I'm saying? That's ghost. Another death of death. So everything is parallel. Everything is, right connected.
Cool. So going to the, you being the deity Shu, what is Shu known as? Like, what is his significance? What is his weapons? Not weapons, but why he was brought here. Even his weapons, I guess, because weapons can be used for good as well.
The weapons is nature, the wind, dealing with thought. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm kind of saying it to you the way I'm saying it, because if you listen to everything I'm saying, I'm actually telling you. I'm telling everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not gonna like exactly come the way a person might expect. But if you really listen, it's right there in your face. Everything I just said is like right there in your face.
Yeah, I know. I'm listening. We simplify enough for the newcomers and the listening audience. Because,
well, it's just basically.
I understand you. I know your brothers.
Yeah, I know. But they overstand. They overstand too. You know what I'm saying? The people overstand, and certain things that they might not think they overstand. They overstand it, but it's just not, lit up, so to speak, right now. And you know what I'm saying? But they know it's inside them. Because we don't have any time no more. But remember, I'm gonna go back to where I said from the beginning. It's energy and motion, not emotion the way you think of it. Just focus on the energy and motion, just the energy, constantly moving and controlling that. Like then it goes back to controlling emotions. But I want everybody to think about emotion as like them feelings of, hate and, and love and all of that stuff or whatever, or fear or whatever, all of that stuff that's people that runs in their mind. I just want people to focus on pure energy, motion, controlled motion.
Cool.
That deals with the weather. That deals with nature.
Shout out Young Elder in the building, y'all. Love y'all, bro.
Shout out, young elder.
It was good, young elder. Yes, sir. How you doing, bro?
What's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, man, somebody stole my damn phone, man. I lost everybody's number, so I'm trying to get everything back in my system. I just got me a new phone.
Shout out, young elder.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, everybody
Shout
listening,
it
bro.
out. Shout it out. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Hey, y'all can text everybody and let them know we're on the call right now. For some reason, I can't. My text is acting weird. Weird. We call it blockage, So you guys can let everybody know we're on the call right now. That'd be great, 'cause I can't text out for some reason right now. It's kind of weird. Yep. Yeah, young girl, that's good. You on the call? You there, bro?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, so what we doing now, I was speaking with Elder True. He was explaining to me, who he was in ancient Egypt times. On a new website we got coming in the next couple of days. Each other should, do a video about, who they are in the past and who they are now. So if if you want to elaborate on who you are and let everybody know your Egyptian name, what your strong points are, your weapons, what you're good at, so bring the listener audience up to date about, young elder. You want to share some of those, what you learned about yourself in this day and time, and also I asked him where his schedule vibrations up to you to remember.
Super fast. ATUN-RE, man. I'm telling you, you ain't heard my class that just dropped yesterday? You gonna hear ATUN-RE?
Yeah, I heard about it. Everybody talking about it.
That's just ATUN-RE right there. Like the information that I've been getting from ATUN-RE. It's like me. I'm like a nigga that do like I take a combination and then put it together. Then I use that. ATUN-RE is my last. He was like the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? He was the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? He gave me he was like the fine tune. Like all the information that I had, he fine tuned it. You know what I'm saying?
So who are you though?
Now
your Egyptian name. Who were you? Who are you? Let the audience know.
Man, I go all the way back, man, to in one instance, Nefertiti's was my wife. You know what I'm saying? Knocking. Yeah. So I go all the way back, man. Like I go back, I'm a T. You know what I'm saying? I'm a T. You know what I'm saying? You got T's, you got Rays, you got Does who nobody claims. Nobody seemed to know as in John Doe. Then you got the laws, la 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 la. They just here. You know what I'm saying? Then you got you got Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Those are actually families. Yeah. Tahuti. You know what I'm saying? Almond, Ray, all these Rays. The T's are older than the Rays, though. Yeah. ATUN-RE talked about that, though.
Cool,
so, yeah, so that's we go all the way back. Man. We go back for the Big Bang. You know what I'm saying? We go back for the Big Bang. Just y'all memory is coming back now. You know what I'm saying? Starting to remember how great you are. Then once you tap into them superpowers, them extra, them other two, because you got 72 senses. You got 72 higher senses that we don't even use.
You said 72?
We only using 72. Yeah, so we only losing like 5, like 6 or 7, really using one touch, you know what I'm saying?
So
we missing.
I'm sorry.
Shut it up.
Young Elder,
Go ahead.
Peace of love. I got a question. I have a real serious question, right?
Go ahead.
Just dealing with humanity and the animal kingdom, right? Mammals versus so-called human, or mammal versus so-called human, right? So my question is, if mammal eats mammal, and if they eat their own kind, then are humans degraded state because they are not harmonious with the natural order as animals are.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, where my keys at? Yeah. So
Yeah, we can hear you good.
when you talk about mammals, we're talking about mammals. Which type of mammal are you talking about? Because some of the mammals that eat each other, they got reptilian mixed with them, like the cat.
What I'm talking about mammals, I'm talking general, right? I'm not talking about domesticated. I'm not talking about specifically like domesticated animals. I'm talking about animals in general in their natural habitat, whether they're omnivore, herbivore, or carnivore. If they're carnivore or omnivore, they eat their own species. They're in the natural order of the universe and the natural algorithm of nature or nurture of this planet. Are humans, or what we consider human, are they out of rhythm or out of order because they do not follow the same law? Animals eat. Omnivore, yes. You get where I'm coming from? An omnivore, let me be
I know
a little
exactly
bit more
what you're saying.
specific so you can hit, so the people can get where I'm coming from. Like an omnivore and an omnivore, which is both a herbivore and a carnivore, or the straight carnivore, will eat their kill. They don't kill it first, the animal that they eat. They eat the animal alive. The animal is still alive and dies naturally from being eaten. Humans do not do this. Humans eat animals. They kill them first, embalm them, then cook. My question is, are humans, or what we consider human beings, out of order because they do not follow the natural order as the animals do?
Yes. I say yes. I say yes because humans did, and they did eat themselves. They did eat themselves in the cave. So when you say humans, you're not talking about us, because we're not humans. You know what I'm saying? We're not humans. You know what I'm saying? The humans, there's a difference between the humans and the being us. You know what I'm saying? We different. Created the humans. Just don't remember. You know what I'm saying? The humans, they did eat each other in the cave. They did eat their kids and all that. Shit, even the crazy ass Israelites said they ate their kids during a certain period of time in the Bible.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Like, isn't that more natural to eat? If you're going to eat, if you consider whatever you consider yourself, human being or extra human, whatever, right? Isn't it the natural order for a human to eat like another? Because then you have to ask, well, which human beings are the omnivore or omnivore of this species? Follow where I'm coming from? And which is the predator and which is the prey?
ATUN-RE talked about that in the behind the scenes. But ATUN-RE, I think that was part 2, where he talked about the carnivores. And see, we beings who stick together, and you know what I'm saying. We like the elephant. You know what I'm saying. We supposed to stick together. You know what I'm saying. Then you got like the lions. The lions, they go out hunt. They'll hunt together. Then once niggas get what they got, said, I got mine. You got to get this type of attitude. Saying so, the humans, they are beasts. The people that you talk, the humans are beasts. So that falls in their genetic to eat each other, and they did eat each other at one point.
Right. You're talking about, like, there have been civilizations like the Mayans, the Aztecs. You had sacrifice.
Yeah, Mayans, Aztecs,
Abraham or
Frugal Lord.
about Abraham. Abraham the Chaldean with his son Isaac, right? So you figure
get ready to sacrifice him.
So you figure there's all these references to, because there's this video, this white man on YouTube made this video talking about the Anunnaki gods and the Elohim are food for the gods, right? So here you are calling yourself a god. See, you feel what I'm saying? Here you go, the black man's revealing to himself that he is a god. But then you have these scholars or these laymen, which are considered laymen, people who think they're scholarly, but they really don't have no accreditation. So you have these laymen interpreting what they're reading from scholars, right? To mean that the gods from this planet Nibiru come down and they eat humans, or they created humans as a food source, like a working for slave work and food.
Yeah, we did. A certain group we create the humans. We create the humans for the food source.
Now, all right. Now I want to line up so you see where I'm coming from a little more clearer. You put into fact that we have a sun, a solar, right, that emits high energy and heat. You also factor in a pressurized environment, pressurized atmosphere. When it's humid, when it's hot and dry, it burns. When it's hot and humid, it boils. Sounds a lot like an oven. Then there are certain people on the surface of this planet, if you are around them on a bad hot day, or what they would consider a bad hot day, it smells like cooking bologna or some form of meat. Allow that to sink in, and please don't lie to yourself. You can eat as much as this shit. They got whole buffets where you could go in, sit there all goddamn day and just eat. Animals in the animal kingdom eat only once or twice a day, especially herbivores and omnivores. They eat like once a day. Carnivores that eat once a day, they get one kill and they good. That's sufficient to sustain. They get the blood, the nutrients, cells, all that. You, on the other hand, you got to sit at a buffet. You got to eat 3 times a day, according to the American Medical Association, AMA. A healthy, balanced diet is 3 meals a day, complete with bread, fruit. What is it? Bread, meats, fruits, and grains, or grains, fruit, meat, vegetables, and shit. But no matter how much you eat, you're not satisfied. You're never quite satisfied. And here you have Nubians with information talking about, I even heard a Nubian go as far as to say, unlocking certain things where in the Bible is a switcheroo deal where the black man is the devil and the devil's God. There's a reason why police, there's a reason why a Caucasian, even if you are unarmed and they have a pistol, they still feel scared and they're triggered, like instinctively, it's fight or flight even when you're unarmed. There's a reason. Any animal or mammal that has a natural predator always has a sense of when the predator is in range or when they're in danger of being attacked by a predator. Some animals will run. Some animals, if their back is against the wall, will fight. But it seems like every time there is a tense situation with a Caucasian and they have a pistol, they are scared to death of unarmed. Here's my question. Is the Nubian man the Caucasian man's natural predator? Are Caucasians a natural food source? If this shit is scaring people or weirding y'all out, yo, sorry. Don't get scared now.
No, this is very interesting. This is very interesting. But nah, they not my food. They not my food source. I ain't with that, brother.
Hey, the add a balance to the food source for the reptilians.
You can say that, all right, you said reptilians. Well, here today, allow me to inform you that you are reptilians.
That's right.
You're the motherfucking reptilian. Where's the reptilians, B? Surprise, nigga. Where's the human reptilian hybrid? Surprise, nigga. Now the question again is, are they our natural food source? Yes or no? Because if you're sitting there, like, don't lie to yourself. If you're fucking sitting there eating burgers and chicken and shit, ham and fucking pork chops, hot dogs and steak and shit, well, then you're a carnivore. But no matter how much you eat of that shit, you're just never satisfied. Your satisfaction is when you feel gorged, like you feel like your belly is tight and you can't fit anymore in your stomach sack. That's what you call satisfied. No, that is not satisfied. Satisfied is when you eat something and it electrifies and energizes your flesh. Such as if you drink one of those health smoothies, you get a little burst of energy out of that. Certain things, healthy things that you can ingest, and you get a nice, subtle or a nice, real good burst of energy. It's a gradual increase of energy in your flesh. That's called satisfaction. That is what's satisfaction. Or seeking what you think is satisfaction. The chicken and the fish and the motherfucking beef, keep eating it. And all you do is shit it out. Keep eating more, shitting it out. Keep eating more, just shitting it out. That's what you do. You're eating this shit. And I can't go broke because I need to eat. Shit, I'm going to eat. Man, niggas got to eat. Bitch, I ain't going to be starving out here. These niggas going to be broke. I ain't starving. Fuck that shit. This bitch, fuck that shit. bills gonna be paid. I ain't gonna be a starving ass bitch out here. Eating shit. You just be eating shit.
Again, watch TV.
Shit.
And watching TV.
Yeah, the programming to distract your brain, distract both feet, distract your shit. Yeah. Here today tell you don't fool yourself. Because you've been fooling yourself for far too long. Stop it. Stop playing with yourself. Quit the mental masturbation.
Sure.
Quit the psychological masturbation. Quit that shit. It's fear that's keeping
I got a
your
question.
eye closed. Go ahead.
I was speaking with Elder Shu. He was describing, who his ancient deity was. So, we got the new website launched in the next couple of days. And, young Elder, he mentioned, who he was, ancient deity-wise. So could you, explain who you are, being Enlil, explain your significance then and significance now, and how ATUN-RE has raised your vibrations up, help you remember more?
Interesting question. No comment.
Cool.
But y'all really don't. All right, I'll give you this. Y'all ain't.
You got to get ready
You know how
to put
you
on
think,
the website.
All
We
right,
got a new
wait.
website launching.
All right, I'll put it to you like this. You asking for something you don't really want. You don't want it. You don't want the information. You don't want that information. Information you ask, you don't really want it. Or you wish you didn't hear it. You wish you were after I say, you wish you were anywhere other than on the phone right now. Or
explain to the newcomers on the call.
Or you'll just think I'm full of shit. Either way, I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to waste you with it or waste it with you. And that's not disrespect to myself or you. I'm talking to all of y'all. I'm talking to everybody. You're going to find out. I'm already here with you. You're going to find out.
Cool. We got,
my thing is, to further explain where I'm at, titles mean nothing. Titles are irrelevant where I'm at with it. That shit is stripped. Titles are all right, you can either give yourself a title or someone gives the title. You can either be proclaimed or self-proclaimed. I prefer not to self-proclaim a fucking thing. I do. I don't talk it, I do it. So that's why I said you're not ready to hear exactly who I am. You're really, truly not. What you are ready for, hold on a second, please. What you are ready for is for what I can do for you. That's what you definitely are ready for. But go ahead.
So,
you had a question. Go
ahead. We're saying, ATUN-RE see you as an elder. The elder brothers in OSOICE see you as an elder. So the newcomers coming on, they're going to want to know who you are in particular. You say you don't label yourself as a title, so you want to say, I guess what it is you're going to be doing, and that's fine, but for newcomers coming on, we got to
all right, I get you.
Educate them, or
I get you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll tell you about myself. I'm a father. I have 2 children. Male and female, I created. I also have a mother and father. I hold my father in high, and my grandfathers, my fathers and my grandfathers, especially on my father's side and my mother's side as well, high regard. High regard. I communicate with them on a daily basis. They are not in flesh. They are in what you consider spirit or soul, or on the other side. That's about it. I take my family. I'm a family man. I think the family is very important. I think our relationship with our blood is very important. I think our relationships with each other is very important. I advocate for cohesiveness. I advocate for respectful converse or proverse, as I like to call it. You know, you try to take the con out of things, stop being, so you're not confused. But I like to, advocate for us to come up with solutions instead of complaints. I like to talk about what is in front of your face, not what you can't see, touch, or, what you can't touch. I don't like to talk about what you cannot touch. I like to talk about and use examples of what you can touch to explain what you don't understand, or to make it more clearer for you. I like to explain to you how you can apply what you've learned in religion, in the books, the Torah, Old Testament, New Testament, books of the Bible, anything you learned about Jesus Christ, whatever book you read about aliens or whatever the fuck you read or think you know, I like to contextualize it and bring it to light to help you to understand it a little better, understand it a little better. I also like to deal with common sense or sound right reasoning. My famous quote is, make it make sense. If you can't make shit make sense, then don't fucking say it. And that's about it.
Cool. Any other questions?
Go ahead. I'm here.
How was that summary? Who's that summary to you? How has he impacted your life?
This is a nigga I met at a bar one night. And I gave that nigga $5.55 fucking cents to take a cab home. The nigga told me he spent all his liquor money. That nigga ain't paid me back since, goddammit. Wait for that nigga to come back from Vallejo, back up here, and give me my goddamn $5.55.
Uh-oh.
That nigga owe me $5.55, nigga. For that goddamn cab ride. Shit. Money hard out here.
That is true.
No, that's my nigga. What you want? What that nigga do for me? That nigga told me, have a good day. He said, have a nice day.
Sound like him.
Like, looking for him to do shit for me. He ain't here for me. Y'all got shit bugged out. Y'all bugged out. He ain't here for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love all of y'all. He ain't here for me. At least not. Let me clarify that so y'all don't get it twisted. At least not in the way y'all think or would think. I enjoy his presence here. I'm glad he's here. I'm elated that he's here. I'm happy that he's here. I enjoy his presence here, being here with him. I don't know what y'all want me. I don't know what y'all want me want niggas to say on this joint, yo. You feel me? Like for real, for real. Sometimes it's like, all right, but you know, testimonials and shit. This shit sound funny as hell, yo.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga's like, it's just like Peter Popoff or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Creflo Dollar or some shit. What the fuck is the testimony? How has the Lord, what has the Lord done for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. This is bugged out. Go ahead, though. I'm just getting over here, though. Go ahead.
Ooh. Yeah, we just, reflecting on, this is, ATUN-RE, Real Messiah, OSOICE progress calls. So we newcomers on the line, we inform them, get them caught up to date, raise their vibrations up so, they can remember who they are and be a part of all, and OSOICE. They coming, we got a lot on this call right now. This is like we haven't done a call in a while. We got quite a few on this line. Let me see how many. What's the exact number for everybody? So we got 9 on the line. That's facts. So, actually 9, which is a divine number, by the way. What's today? Is the 24th. So 2 plus 4 equals 6. Turn the 6 around, you get a 9. In 2019, in the 7th month. Ooh.
Oh.
Everybody went here from Young Gelly. Young Gelly, you still on the line?
Yeah.
You want to talk about new tape you just dropped?
Yeah, but what was that now?
You talk about a new tape you just dropped. I know other brothers this morning hit me about it.
About the Freemason mingling with the stars. Yeah, I just dropped that tape, mingling with the stars. You know what I'm saying? Showing people how we use the stars. Like, really, masonry is dealing with astronomy, man, like, in mathematics, and geometry. If you look up the word geometry, it tells you that at the last definition tells you it's a higher dimensional analog. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if everything that you look at right down here is geometry, you know what I'm saying? Line, shape, graphs. So, this information is being channeled the other side of the and that's how people come up with the idea to create different things, shapes. You know what I'm saying? But we associated this with the stars. That's why we build a pyramid line with the stars. Just about every pyramid that you can find is some kind of aligned with the stars. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to get through. Yeah, so that's when I say, really, the stuff that I'm dropping, somebody must got shot. When you see a police car riding behind an ambulance, somebody got shot. In my city, that's how they roll. They're going to go try to question them right then, so they get popped out, lay out or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but, the mingling with the stars thing, they're showing people, like, masonry really is simple. You know what I'm saying? It's really simple. It's really mathematical. It's simple because it was 3rd grade. Oh, yeah, they come and wear rhythm.
Must have got popped, man. They chasing behind me. Yeah, so yeah, man, it's simple, you know, man. Masonry is simple. You know what I'm saying? People like the Caucasian tried to make it sound like it was complicated. So when we try to go get into the bar with it, it'd be like it's deep. But it's really like third grade information, man, that we taught the kids, man, about the stars and shit, how to move. Like you really, if you're a real master, you don't really need a watch because you don't need a watch because you can look up in the sky and tell by where the sun is, what time it is. You know what I'm saying? At night, you can look at the stars and tell. You can look at the moon and tell what the day is. You can look at the stars, tell what month. All that based by looking at the stars and look at the moon and associating the sun. And when Sirius on July 4th, Cyrus rides the sun. On July 4th, that's why they celebrate. They go all the way back to that. You know what I'm saying? And during this time, the Nile flood annually. Nile flood every year during July 4th. So where did they get it from? And then they got the red, white, and blue, which we had red, yellow, and blue. That was our colors, you know what I'm saying? Ancient Egypt. You know what I'm saying? And they took them colors from Cyrus and Beetlejuice being red, you know what I'm saying? Cyrus being burning like a blue and a white. You know what I'm saying? So this information right here is it's simple mathematics. All you got to go outside. You find the Orion belt, the 3 stars in the Orion belt. If you look down, draw a slanted line down to the last bottom star on the left-hand side, be going right to find the North Star. This is how Harriet Tubman was able to get out. That's how a lot of slaves got free because they knew how to navigate using the stars. You know what I'm saying? They knew how to move on the stars. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the secret is. It's about the stars. And then they took that and dumbed it down and turned it into what you call a religion. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the stars and star constellations and all that. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? We just try to get that out. I'm going to do about 2-3 more tapes on that Masonic thing. Go ahead and put the nail in that coffin. That way we ain't got to worry about the Masons anymore. You know what I'm saying? As far as, and I'm not talking about the Black Masons. I'm not talking about the Black Masons. A lot of Black Masons don't even die for this shit. It's a lot of Black Masons out there that's good guys, and they doing some good things. You know what I'm saying? In the Lodge. But then I'm talking about, I'm directing my energy at the Blue Lodge, at the Albert Pike worshipers, followers. You know what I'm saying? The beings who set out say that that Black Masonry is clandestine. The whole time, you know what I'm saying? The whole time they clandestine. We the originals. Saying we originated this shit. So like I was telling the other brother that I done blow a whole bunch of Prince Hall brothers up in the last couple weeks or whatever because you know, I'm telling them that, you know, Prince Hall is a cartoon character, man. They made up to cover up big they made to cover up a couple guys, man. Yeah.
Ask your question.
Go ahead.
So what it is, you know, so you're an elder, so you've been here, you know, for millions and millions of years. What you're putting out there, you know, you gotta realize like those other beings, they're just on a lower vibration scale or a lower, you know, frequency. And what it is, it's like maybe your duty to raise them up. They still are brothers and sisters too, even though they may not have as much knowledge as you. You're a very unique being. Like everybody talk about Young Yoda all the time. You know, everybody asks about you. You know, check on you. Everybody say you heard the Young Yoda tape. You know, so you're not kind of in a class of your own. So with the Mother Masons out there, you know, they're seeking information. It's like we gotta like, you know, pick them up and carry them along too, because they still our brothers and sisters. So we don't want to beat them up too much, you know, because it's like, you know, they just don't know, and then once they know, when you tell them, it's up to them to then make a, you know, a better judgment about, you know, they do things going forward. But those still are our brothers and sisters, even, you know, in the other lodges as well. we just got to raise their vibrations up too, because we in OSOICE, so like we're very elite. And we've been here, like a lot of us been here a lot of times before, like, Council and Zuriel, Patsy, they've been here many times. ATUN-RE, he's been here the most. So it's like, we got to raise everybody else up to where we at, so, so yeah, so you got a new book dropping, what you got coming out? So we got
I'm working on this book,
right?
Sure I'm working on the first book I'm trying to put out is the Woodrow Wilson Thanks. We got a lot of people that want that book. You know what I'm saying? So I've been writing. I got this new thing. I got this new thing coming out. I got this new thing coming out. You know what I'm saying? I just got this new program where I ain't got to actually write no more. I just talk it, and then it records to actually write down what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just talking the books out. I'm talking like I actually for this Masonic class. For every class I do, I write a book. I write like a damn near whole book on it. Just researching, make sure I got everything down. You know what I'm saying? So like for the Masonic class I just dropped, I wrote a whole book on it. Like I researched a whole bunch of shit, and then I already knew a whole bunch of shit, so I just put all the shit together. You know what I'm saying? It took me like a while to put this together. Yeah. So I made it. This information that I'm putting out, it just really jumping us ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? Just jumping us. It's just jumping us ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's making us what we advance. What we advance. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So that's what's going on, man. Yeah. Man, these boys got. Yeah. Man, so hey, man, that's what's going down. Right now, this is a whole bunch of books going to come out, man. I got this new program, like I said. I'm writing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just writing it like left and right. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Hey, shout it out, young elder. I got a question. That's kind of off topic.
Go ahead.
The sheriff right too. Yeah, I was when I had got some of them carbon pills. What's the pros and cons on there? On the charcoal pills.
Say that again.
What's the pros and cons health-wise on the charcoal pills?
Oh yeah, it's called charcoal. You can buy it. It's called charcoal. It's really carbon pills, but they call them charcoal. You buy them, man. You can sleep without no cover. Yeah, because you gonna be hot. They're gonna put it, and then they're gonna make your side of your neck hurt for like a day or two before taking them. Because what they're doing is pulling all the impurities out of your neck, especially if you smoke, like black and mild, something like that. That's like so before, like this right here. If you smoke black and mild, you smoke whatever. If you take their charcoal, it helps prevent it's pulling that tar out your it helps pull the tar out your throat. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's some powerful shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Man, like in my city right now, it's funny. So like we got a shot and then a bunch of undercovers riding around. I see an ambulance with cop cars behind it and somebody else, like a family member or something behind their car. So, and then the hospital they headed to, I know somebody got shot because that's the hospital they take people to when they get shot. Yeah, some weird stuff going on. Me and my homeboy was just talking about it, though. Like, it's like the full moon now. I can't really see the moon, but like when that moon, that lunar energy, man, you go out to the club, you get into a dude with a dude looking at him too long. But that full moon out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get into it with a dude, man, just for like man, like black people were killing each other for little or nothing, man. You got what kind of mentality? Man, this shit had to be cold in the Will Lynch. I know brothers that got killed for stepping on a guy's shoes. I know brothers that got killed just because they looked at the brother too long. You know what I'm saying? Because he thought he looked like somebody they might have knew. They say, no, he getting shot up outside the club. But like I was telling my wife, she arguing with me, talking about, you can't argue with the elder. She always do something with me, then 2 days later, come back talking about, oh, yeah, I was right. Yeah, I knew I was right. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, like, you're talking about the money, she's talking about the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? How the mark of the beast is going to be this chip. I told her, nah, the mark of the beast already out, nigga. We already doing the mark. The mark is the money. If you don't know that by now, nigga, you can't buy or sell without no money. You can't buy nothing without no money. You can make a trade to a nigga with some other than money, you know, so you can trade a nigga, but you can't buy nothing from nobody without no money. You can't sell nothing to nobody unless they give you some money for it. If you give it to them, they don't give you no money, that ain't a sale. You know what I'm saying? So you can't buy nor sell without the money. What you think happened to Muhammad Gaddafi? Muhammad Gaddafi didn't want to deal with the money. He didn't want to deal with the dollar. So then he wouldn't want to deal with the dollar. They had him killed. He wanted to use gold currency in exchange for oil instead of exchange for U.S. dollars. U.S. dollars wasn't worth shit. And Saddam Hussein, a couple more other guys said the same thing, and they out of here. You know? And they hired their main guy who's still living. Bin Laden was the job. Bin Laden was CIA. He set up a militia type group. They would act like they fighting the Taliban, but they really going in to get Saddam Hussein and these other guys. They don't want to sell their oil no more for the dollar. They want, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. You gonna take that mark, and they gonna, and she gotta get frisky every time. Oh no, they said they gonna put it in their forehead. They gonna put it in their hands. I said, yeah, because people got money on their mind. Niggas live by bread. You know what I'm saying? Niggas hustle every day, live. They got to get some money. They wake up with the money. They wake up talking about they got to get some money. You know what I'm saying? So it's already in there. That means that it's in their mind. You know what I'm saying? That they don't pick up. They going to be wanting to get, I got to get this money. Money on my mind. I got to get the bread. You know what I'm saying? And then their hands to get it. Whether they had to rob a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Whether they had to rob a nigga, slap a nigga up, D-bomb or whatever they do, you know, sell some packs, go to work, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're going to use your hands to do it. Ain't many niggas out here with the hands. You know what I'm saying? There's some niggas out here with no hands, they get the check from the government. Hey, they ain't putting in no work with their hands. What they going to do about that? You know what I'm saying? But but that's what I've been doing, you know what I'm saying, for the last couple. I've been like saving motherfuckers' lives, making niggas take guns out of their mouth, but to kill themselves type shit, man, all kind of shit been going on. Yeah, I had a partner about to kill himself because his wife was fucking his brother. It's crazy, man. It's crazy how the certain people attack. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to go on and get it over with, man, you know. You know, but hey. And you know what saved this, what I saved this guy? I saved the guy with the same shit that ATUN-RE said in that tape. You ever heard of Babe Ruth? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ever heard of Babe Ruth? Babe Ruth was a baseball player. And what was he known for? You know what I'm saying? Get the most home runs. you know, but he also had the most strikeouts. See, my brother. Hey, man, look, I'm like a fucking tape recorder with ATUN-RE. Nigga, I record everything that nigga say, man. And I'm trying to memorize that shit to say it exactly like he said it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I get down, man, you know, because some of the shit he say, man, niggas underestimate my nigga, man, ATUN-RE, man. Some of the shit he say, this shit is like, it's a far ahead of time. Like, niggas are gonna catch up with it later, you know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna catch up with it later, you know? Like you might be going along one day, then you might remember something, it might play out in your life, something ATUN-RE said, and then there you go. It's gonna be like, damn, ATUN-RE said some shit like this. Shit sounded crazy when he said it, but you know, now it makes sense. And like I'm like Brother Zerael said, that shit, you can make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? I can kind of use logic or something to deal with it. You know?
Ooh. Yeah, but if I could chime in, I'm gonna let you continue. You were saying your woman had like some feedback on you when you know. But anytime what I'm experiencing, anytime you see like resistance from your close one, is that it's just testing you to see how you stand on it. You know, it's kind of like you believe in something. No matter what they throw at you, you're going to stand on it. You see what I'm saying?
Man, I'm telling you, man, motherfuckers, they mad at the young elder, man, because they take the young elder just took the Bible and just shot it up, man. When he said that about the son and all that, her parents, they like, my wife like come from like a Hebrew. She from the Hebrew Israelite clan. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can play all the roles. You know what I'm saying? ATUN gave me all the games. You know what I'm saying? On the different walks of life, that type of thing. So I can play all the roles. I know Hebrew shit. When I met her and went to her little, they call him Pastor Paul. It's like her little leader. So when I married to him, man, it's like he ran into like the information. When he ran to me, it's like his game got stepped up a little bit more. He was a leader. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even as half as tall as I am now. You know what I'm saying? So so you know, I went to I bought so many books and just sit there and just brainstormed all those, then just use logic and put two and two together. Man, like if I this is how I do it. Like I get like 10 different books, the same subject, and then I see I read all of them. Whatever they say is the same, I say, well, that most likely can be true because all I'm saying is the same exact thing. Then if they saying something that's kind of different, but some of them saying some of the words the same, I pick and choose which ones I match it up like a puzzle and see. That's how I come to a conclusion on my thesis of what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? I got so many books on masonry now. Yeah.
So anytime y'all see any, like, you know, any backlash from your family, well, it just tests you to see how firmly you stand on that, you know, because it's kind of like knowing the fact, you know. So if you really believe that's a fact, you got to stand on that fact and not sway from it. But they're gonna judge you and say you wrong, you this, you that. They just see how you really believe in that, because they're gonna dedicate their life to it. Yeah. They gotta make sure you really dedicate your life to it. You know what I'm saying? They can just be an argument or make it simple. Someone say something simple and you change your mind about it. Say, oh, you want to really put about that anyway. I just said one little thing.
Yeah, hey, baby. Man, look. I'm gonna tell you, when my wife come at me with her little Hebrew shit, man, it's like this, man, because ATUN-RE taught me don't pull the rug on everybody, like, because I got all this information, I just can't go see somebody that they fragile, or they coming in, they coming in there in a good heart and they got a good spirit. I don't just pull the rug. I kind of like dance with them in their own lane a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To pump them up. You know what I'm saying? But if they come at me telling me what I'm saying is wrong, then they come at me punching, oh, man, they better step back. Hey, man, like I got a tape recorder. I'm trying to put this tape together. I got recorded while I debated these 3 Muslims from Saudi Arabia. They speak fluently Arabic, nigga. And I don't even speak Arabic, nigga. Them niggas speak fluent Arabic, nigga. And I knew more words than them in Arabic. I know a whole shitload of words. And I know the meaning of them. And its origin, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, when I was, like Like the word unlearn in the Quran is ummi. Means that not that he couldn't read, it just means that he was unlearned in the language of the scripture. So I was asking them all kind of shit. Man, I'm telling you, they couldn't. Man, them niggas took off running. But most of the niggas, again, most of the people that's religious, when they come at me to throw some punches and I throw my punches, they usually take off running. You know what I'm saying? They get ghosts. Some Mormon niggas, some other niggas, man, the Jehovah's Witness, I get to it with them just about every day. Masons. That's why I like. That's why niggas can say what they want to say about Bible, about what he did and this and that, but they can't talk about his teaching. You can't diss the teachers, nigga. You can't go against. You can't say that nigga teachers is wrong. You can't diss none of that shit. So nigga, I'd have gone with everybody. Anybody came up against me. I don't give a fuck what you were 30, whatever you claim, whatever you say you are, you're an imam. I had niggas on the phone. I made them 3 niggas get on the phone and call an imam in Saudi Arabia, nigga, to try to dance with me. And he still couldn't do nothing. Because you can't answer them 360 questions to ask a Muslim. That's all I was doing. I was just using the 360 questions to ask a Muslim, and they was like, man, they was startled.
But you got, remember, you been here a million years, like, man, a lot of most beings, you know. You got them special tones. You can remember.
Yeah, hey, memory is a good thing. Memory is be able to memorize things and just be able to access it anytime. That's what the Montgomery goes. That's what made me a little bit more when I'm on the street. And especially when I just wake up and I'm just good and I've been meditating all day. Man, I'm telling you, I'm sharp. Yeah, I'm sharp, man. You cannot deal with the young elder. Not no religious motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell you, I don't pull the rug on everybody. Like, old folks and all that, I don't go and tell them about and all that. I just, you know, they already saying at the end of their prayers. Everybody already worshiping Amen. You know what I'm saying? Secretly. Because the best place to hide something is to hide it in your face. You know what I'm saying? They hit the true name in your face that you saying Amen every day. And you know what I'm saying? You don't know it, but you worshiping Amen was the most high deity in Egypt. Amen is a new nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the brother Mentellect saying he ain't saying nothing slick because everything he's saying, I ain't dissing the brother. Nothing. I actually like the brother. I listen to all his tapes. But the brother, he got all his teachings out of the holy tablets. I even found the part where he got where he created the Mentellect from. Talk about that, about the comment that's gonna be Mentellect being in the holy tablet. I read it like the other day. It said that, I think it's in the book of the mind. It's a book of the mind. We say there's gonna be these beings. They're gonna come. They're gonna be the elect mind. You know what I'm saying? So the brother Mentellect, and I believe that brother was a student of Mount. You know what I'm saying? I think he might have said that once though, that he was studying on the Mount or something like that. You know? Yeah, but that brother, that's dope too though. But I just don't like that. I just want him to teach more instead of this. I don't want him to teach more instead of talking about, yeah, these motherfuckers ain't gonna get nothing. This and that, and this, you know. I want him to hit some shit like dropping some signs on me or something, you know. And I know that brother got some signs because I heard in one class that he got when he was dropping some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to get at, man. I got a new class. I got Neptune. I'm gonna drop this class called, you know what I'm saying, Tribute to Neptune. That shit gonna be crazy. Then I'm dropping the Young Elder, break the Revelations down. Bible study with the Young Elder Revelations. My wife wanted me to go through and break the whole, so I got an old tape where I just went through and broke the whole Revelations down. You know what I'm saying? And let everybody know about the earthquakes and shit. You know what I'm saying? The meteorites about that really happened. You know what I'm saying? Because the meteorites being pulled by Nuru. You know what I'm saying? Meteorites being pulled in by Nuru. And what that's doing is them all going up hitting the planet, certain locations, knocking the damn power out. Then we'll go. So I hope y'all got y'all artillery together. So hey, like I say, you can go get your butter. You can go buy a whole bunch of butter. But shit, niggas with them guns gonna take that butter. You know what I'm saying?
You got weapons that they can't even fire.
What you say?
I say OSOICE got weapons that most of us and others can't even describe, put into words. We got Bob on that side too. That's the most high, or a direct associate, a direct descendant in that lineage, doing this order here in this day and age, putting us back in line. The fact is, ain't nobody did it as good as Baba. I know a lot of y'all recently heard the young Pharaoh. He kind of had a lot of negative stuff to talk about with Malachi York. But the thing is, with him, he going through some personal things, We got a lot of negative tones he's putting out, but he don't realize what he's doing. He's making those people of right knowledge, those younger beings under 25, I would say, who his target audience is. He's making them go study Malachi York. I heard them as soon as they hear his tone, they're like, hold on. They're going to hear it, because I know I was listening to his, he was talking negative about Malachi York, saying, the books was this, why he was changing so much, why was this, why was that. But facts is, ain't nobody did it. This is the bottom line. Nobody had a pyramid park, 400 acres of pyramids. Ain't nobody did that. Not Jay-Z, not Nas, not Obama. Where Obama at right now? I'll wait. We're chilling. Ain't nobody did a pyramid park, wrote 1,000 books, raised Nubian's vibrations up. When young Pharaoh don't realize what he's doing, he's talking about what a man doing in his private bedroom, in his personal life. That's something you should not do. You shouldn't talk about what a personal man does behind closed doors. That's none of nobody's business. You see, but he's putting it out there. But he got to realize that he gonna have babies. Pharaoh gonna have kids, and his kids gonna have to go to school with these students. You see what I'm saying? And have to face this. You see, because Malachi York, he got billions of followers. He even spoke bad on Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, come on, in the 50s, in the 60s, how many kings, how many elders he raised up, how many people, how many young African Americans that he taught back in the 50s and the 60s, talking about the white man is this and that. Even if it was not all right and exact, the fact that he was doing it and attempting to do it, it helped a lot of brothers get on the right path. Thousands, you see. Who cares what he was doing? Okay, in his private bedroom, okay. A lot of us can bring that the question, But the fact is that them brothers helped thousands, millions of young African Americans, or whatever, however you want to describe as Nubians, get our mind right, or make us start looking at things from a different perspective, which we needed to get ourselves right, because they feeding us poison every day. And y'all see what they're doing with hip hop. They got the Lil Nas. Look at the boy's name. His name is Lil Nas X. He got Lil for Lil Wayne. He got Nas for the greatest MC of all time. One of the top 5. And he got X from Malcolm X. Then he came out recently and said that, he likes men and women. He's right now breaking every hip hop record, to date. And he's mixing hip hop with country music. You see what I'm saying? And his name is Lil Nas X. He couldn't even be original with his name. Now he's taking a country tune, making it hip hop, and he's happy with it because he's making money and he's getting a lot of attention. It's making it okay. You see, so they still feeding us poison, negativity, ignorance, even now. And we got to stand up and say something about that. That's what it boiled down to. But we're not gonna, go and yell and cursing and make videos with our shirts off, for 2 hours talking about I got facts, I got what he say, I got receipts, with my shirt off, looking like a stripper, I'm a grown man, but I got my shirt off. I got my shirt off. But she's like, you're thirsty. You gotta see if you're thirsty. That's what you gotta do to get attention. we gonna go about it so nicely, you know, we gonna tell them the facts, you know, and just, you know, and raise them up, you know, because they just like brothers and sisters too, they just don't know no better. We got love them too. We not gonna forget. You're saying what you're doing, you know, because it is going into the records. And you're gonna have to tell you, you know, you talking about, you know, it's like, yo, boy, you crazy. You talking about the wrong one. You know, apparently Pops wanted him to do that. I feel like it's from negative to good. He gonna make a lot of people turn to him, his channels, and listen to myself, see what he talking about. When you hear that intro, come on, let how the intro goes. I can't even say this on slow. Who are you? Like, he's so fly. They're gonna get activated at that very second. And they can be hooked, you know, because Pharaoh, he started showing his shirts off, cursing and being negative. Malachi can use that kind of language. You know, he just smooth. He just hit you with the facts. Anybody from no fake, hearing from the truth. It's just the truth. They gonna know it. They gonna hear it. They gonna like, man, they gonna deny it. They style out. It is what it is, you know. We all have to pay for what we put out and what we do, what we say. Everything goes into the record books. You know, that's just a fact. So, you know, Lil Nas X breaking every hip hop record. Nobody saying nothing about that. I don't even listen to hip hop no more. I listen to Freddie Gibbs. That's about it. Like, I don't even listen to rap no more. A lot of jazz. I listen to a lot of house music. And a lot of the house music, man, I gotta say it is what it is. These Caucasian DJs, man, they making some dope stuff. They mixing them tunes with the old jazz. They just making it soulful. It's like, it is what it is. They just like blending it together, put up the old tunes from around the world that I ain't even heard. There's a lot of music we ain't even been exposed to that's been put out, like, you know, for the last 100 years. That because, you know, America, they only feed us what, you know, keep us dumb, keep us at a certain elevation, at a certain frequency. The other music out there around the world, it can raise you up, raise your vibrations up, exploring different DJs, different tunes from all over the planet. Because here in America, Lil Nas X is number one. He's taking a country tune, mixing it with hip hop, just making us continue to be dumb. My son knew that song by heart. My freaking son, you know, I make my stomach fall hearing my son sing that. I know y'all kids, y'all babies know that song by heart too. You know what I'm saying? How they just messing up one of our greatest, you know, contributors to this earth, to America anyway, was hip hop. He just still wrapping us up into that mummy, you know. Now they doing it with country music. Now they got more country tracks. I be really young at sometimes. Say it's time to go. Like, we got to leave this place, but you know, we got to stay here, y'all. We got to fix this, man, because we just can't let it see it fall apart. You know, it is what it is. You know, we've been here this long. You know, we got to stand up. We can't fight with guns. We got to fight with right knowledge. You know. Yeah. So, you know, anybody want to say anything else? You know, feel free to, you know, speak. Can y'all hear me? Anybody there? I'm talking to myself.
Got it out.
Cool. Cool. Anybody else on the line? Got anything you want to talk about? Counsel, you there? You on the line? I know you listen.
It's crazy how dudes get on the conference call and everybody just can't even speak, man.
I know why though. I get it, you know, because like a lot of people got jobs, you know, they got, you know, they say like, man, who's these OSOICE niggas talking about, you know, changing the planet, you know, so it's it's fear to a degree, and I get that, because they're still in the matrix of having that job. They scared that their boss may hear it or associate that they're aware of may hear it and may tie them to that. Slowly but surely, OSOICE is becoming that dominant player in this game. It is one day at a time, one moment at a time. So they're like afraid to speak and be on these frequencies, but realize that this OSOICE, you got to put yourself into this order. It's about a test. See who's willing, who's not gonna be afraid, who's gonna say, "Man, I don't care no more. This is gonna be about," and this is what it is. So ain't nobody got them tones. I go back and listen to the old ATUN-RE tape. Ain't nobody giving us that knowledge on. I know not on this planet. Who else is talking right now on that level of frequency, giving us that many facts? It's given to us raw for free. We can call him, talk to him, and he's still a real nigga. Like, ain't nobody giving it to us like that. And these rappers still talking about the same old stuff. Still putting out the same old music. It's the same old. Ain't nobody putting it out like ATUN-RE. Plus now it's 10 people on this line. It's going to be even more in a few weeks when this new website drops. We'll do these classes, so we can, do it more, constructively, be more at a more focus. But yeah, they're afraid because it just, of their job. And like, man, I don't know. This is the real Messiah. Why he's saying that? Because that's how much they got us. To the point where we're afraid to even talk. We're afraid to even stand up for the truth. And like, even to our own woman, we can't even tell her the truth because we're scared that she's going to leave or she's going to go be with somebody else. That's how bonded they got us, how they got us afraid of ourselves. But like, we got to act at ourselves and be like, man, fuck it. And just continue to be raw and continue to be real. Once you move into that energy and into that frequency, and raise your vibrations up to that level, then you can speak directly with the ancient ones from then and who I hear now. And I can give you the tools of the next level. If you're afraid, if you're going to go back and forth, it's only for those who are willing to put in the work, those who are willing to keep the secrets, ones who are willing to put in, to keep the order, because it's the order to this. Some things shouldn't be spoke on, especially on these lines, and things happen for a particular reason. Best believe me, I know this for a fact. Baba is always listening. He's taking note of who's doing what at all times. Even when you even realize they're taking note, because this is a matrix. This is I call it Mortal Kombat 2019. This is an actual game, and ancient ones are looking down on us and seeing who's doing what. As long as you're doing right in this order, you're going to be good. It's very simple. Like, just fall in line. It's very, very simple. I know it's like, well, I don't know why this order. But it's the realest thing. Like, ain't who else is doing something on this level? I'll wait. Nation Islam, they cool, but they still on that, white man and devil, but they doing business with the white man. Who else? Hebrew Israelites, man, it seems like I'm not knocking those brothers, but it just seems like they just do a lot of yelling and talking and just talking myself from the past. Playing on fine facts that something that happened 2,000 years ago that none of us can even, can determine if it really even happened. We right now and dealing with what's going on right now, like at this moment, like what's happening tomorrow or in this next second. So that's what we need to focus on. We need to be about. And OSOICE is like one. Look at the phrase OSOICE. Look at that term. Like how it's put together. Original Sacred Order, Inner Circle, Empire of the Most High. Like that just sounds smooth. Plus, what else organization? Who else putting out there like that? I wouldn't. I would go to church often, and like the energy of the churches are dying. Nobody's going to church anymore because they're not feeling the alchemy no more. It's like it's a very weird energy. It's like they brainwashing people, and people starting to realize that, and it's like a temporary fix. That's why nobody go to church no more. They go to these mega churches. They're looking for a show now, and they pass the pot around, and everybody giving $10. They ain't raising no money. They going for that particular show. They going for that forgiveness. You get through the week, do all these sins and bad stuff, and come back on that Sunday. To get that next fix. It's like a shot. Like a shot of liquor, or a gunshot, or a fix, or to get you through the week. It's not nothing that's really fulfilling. It's just like something temporary. Like, y'all, we see this, we know this. Let's go to music. What these niggas talking about? Nothing. Also, like those on this line, like those who are attached to ATUN-RE, is very special. You need to always know that and remember that and realize that you should do more in this order. You know, a lot of us should be dedicating our whole life to this and like, fuck your job. You know what I'm saying? Quit that shit, and I'm telling you, Most High will provide a way for you. I'm living testament, and it is what it is. Like, I have money come out the sky like from clients. They be like, hey, I got this check for you. But got to be anew. You know, this happened like this week. You know, clients come out of nowhere. It's like, hey, I got this money for you. I want to get this app, get this website. I do websites and apps. Clients just come out the blue. I don't know. It's just like, hey, I got this money for you, just so I can get through the week. But it's just enough struggle, enough push for me to get through, because nothing comes easy. And all this is doing is making the ATUN-RE.com website better, it's making my projects better, it's making me better. Because they can give me the millions, but then I ain't going to want to work no more. You know what I'm saying? Like these cats who got the money and moved to L.A. out the hood, they be out there in that fantasy world paying that high as rent, but how long that's going to last? You know what I'm saying? And they be in interviews talking about, you know, yeah, I got a mansion. I have, you know, girlfriends over. Oh, yeah, I like girls, too. You listen closely, they got to clarify and say that they like girls. Like, if you're a man, why you got to settle where you like girls? If that is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know I'm getting that. Like, a lot of them out there doing all kind of wild stuff, too much stuff. And a lot of stuff you're going to be hard to, you know, unwind yourself of. You get the money, you go to L.A., get a big mansion and drive around them cars. But how long are you going to fulfill that, sustain that lifestyle? You know, why you got to leave the hood? This is your people. Yeah, they want to eat you up and take what you got and, you know, try to be there. But I got to realize we got angels and warriors, too, that's protecting us. You know, especially working in this order that's trying to clean this filth up. Yeah, I see how hard it is. It's hard for us to raise a few dollars. And we got the realest dude at ATUN-RE who done dedicated his life to us. Still the same dude from, like Israel said when he met him 5-10 years ago. Hey, he loaned him some money. Like, he's still that same dude. And just seeing who willing to put in the work. He ain't changed up. To make it easy to go get a job at a church, be an assistant pastor, a deacon, or a pastor, and get a check and get up in the house, put his mama up. Easy. Man, he got that talk. He get a job at a corporate somewhere, easily get a check. Like, somebody hired somebody quick, but he don't want to go down that road. He want to do it from the ground up, one person at a time, from the inside out. That Say the World Children Movement, that shit is a win-win. You know, that shit gonna make millions. Like, I better jump on this OSOICE. We about to be millionaires. Facts. Like, I know it. I be having visions, y'all. Like, oh, that's how we gonna do it. Oh, it just be like, whoa, I'm good. It just is a little struggle now, but it's gonna get way, way better. Y'all better like check in every day, like moment, through all day. Last time I know you can call, he call you anytime. Fuck your job, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that shit is temporary high anyway. Pay your rent, and you back broke next month. Everybody living check to check. Freak out of here. That ain't can't sustain that. And you see your kids growing up, you ain't even there in their life. You gotta go to work. Kind of prison we in. Still another prison within the prison. Or in this wicked planet. We gonna fix this thing. Cause not all you die, you just come right back and do it all over again. Restart, like in the actual video game. Restart, come right back. I asked Ray one time, I was like, man, ask him, how we gonna beat this devil? We gonna beat this devil, man. This shit is crazy. He said, man, Tank, Baba and Tahuti find this devil for millions of years. I was like, oh, millions of years? We gotta keep at it. He's like, yeah, we gotta keep shooting, jumping. Oh, so we're gonna be back at this thing again. Let me get back to work. It is what it is. You know, long journey ahead, long journey on the short narrow path. We getting there. I can feel it. You know, they getting weaker and weaker. That's why they causing all this chaos and confusion. They just scrambling. They know something's going on with the planet. It's weird. You know, they see the stars aligning for the betterment of us, you know. So we ain't gotta, you know, watch what you say negative wise, because I ain't just sitting back listening, still taking notes. You know, even though it's getting more confusing and chaotic, you still gotta remain just, sure, and also wise and be, you know, professional and be a man and stand for something. Don't let your you look at the word integrity, your inward self lose itself. Like, don't do things that you can't say that, you know, you can't stand upon and tell your kids about. Like, hold tight, you know, like, be strong through this chaos. Yeah, it seems crazy, but you got to stay strong, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that money is a temporary fix. That sex is a temporary high, you know. Sleep with the wrong girl, get her pregnant. I mean, you can be 20 years tied to that chaos, you know. Like, watch your actions, you know, just stay strong. Say get more creative, do more, as if somebody taught us. Or do better, do more. You do more creative stuff. Like, so I code, I literally code like 17 hours a day. I wake up and code, go to bed, code. That's my lady. All I do is on the computer all day. I don't do nothing else. I do every 2 hours, do some push-ups, sit-ups. I take me a nap 15 minutes, like probably twice, 3 times a day. Rest of the time on the computer, you know, doing some magnificent shit. But it's great, you know. I'm in my craft and I'm meditating. You know, I'm put here to do. I guess he knows what it is. Ooh, so I'm tired of talking now. You got any questions on the line? This 2 hours going in on this progress call. Yep.
Yeah, but it's good that we had a progress call. I appreciate you guys coming on tonight. I appreciate young elder Zuriel coming on. You know. I always enjoy your tones. Always enjoy the tones, you know, and the positive energy.
Ooh. You need to have this energy on CNN, also on TV network. Imagine us these tones being broadcast to the planet. And we change the planet overnight. You know that. That's what's going to happen, y'all. I better join this party. But they want to see who's going to hold tight. Who's going to, you know, look at your boy Meek Mills. I don't even talk too much on that. But that Meek Mill, Rocky Nation, man, them dudes be getting, what's up, dude? Jim Jones. And they be caught with all kinds of stuff, man. But, hold on, but 3 months later, they be, you know, back, everything back cool. They in the order too, but man, we in a better order. We ain't got to tie our soul to that and be, you know, kiss nobody's ass and shoot. You gotta join a party, join some party, you know. I don't want to talk too much on it because it's like we still got to deal with them brothers, you know, and I don't want to be, you know, man, you know, talking ill will on what they doing and what they had to do. It's not also nice, you know. We want to be positive. He said he want to start having progress calls. He talked to him like a couple of days ago. He don't want nobody yelling. He don't want no loud, no argument, nobody arguing. Just positive tone,
just divine
positive
love,
energy.
man. Just divine love.
Cool. I tell you, I gotta tell you something. He said anyway. All right, well, I gotta say it now. He said that he need to get in contact with E40. He said get in contact with E40 because he got the next song. I probably saying too much. He didn't want to tell me the song title, but he said, man, he said Baba gave it to him. He said this song gonna change the planet. He said, man, I got the title and the hook already. I just need to get in contact with E40. He told me this like on Saturday, I think, or on Sunday. And E40 was on the Breakfast Club today. I'm like, oh shit. Like he be ahead of this shit. Like just today E40 was on the Breakfast Club and he was talking about getting in contact with E40. This was like as Maurice, brother Maurice. I told Maurice this. So yeah, Chief wanted to get in contact with E40, so he got this song he wanna do. I said E40, he was like E40, like yeah man, he said E40. Let's try. But then that dude was on Breakfast Club today. Like, you see what I'm saying? He be giving us sneak peeks of what's about to go down. But he can't give us all of it, you know, because you get information on a need to know basis. I probably said too much. That's probably why he didn't tell me. I be yap sometimes. Then the phone will go blank. That's when we Bobby hanging up on the line. I be yap too much sometimes. I'm gonna be quiet now.
But I gotta get ready to get going myself, man. We'll call it a night. It's good to hear from your brothers. You know, Shaddah Da. Like, good. I gotta get up for work in the morning. You know.
A little good to hear Tone.
Definitely, man. I'm looking forward to the next, progress call, man.
Well, yeah, we probably gonna close it out. So anybody got anything you want to close out with?
Shaddah Da Family.
Call. Shout out, bro. Anybody got any closing remarks you want to speak on? So that's going to conclude a great ATUN-RE The Real Messiah progress call. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Today is July 24th, 2019. Be sure to check out the ATUN-RE.com website. I think it's down this exact second, but in the next few seconds it'll be back up. I'm currently working on it as we speak. But it's a nice site, elevated. You know, please be sure to, call ATUN-RE with him because he wants to hear your tones, talk to you. If you don't have his number, please get in contact with me offline. I'll tell you how to get in contact with him ASAP. But he definitely want to hear from you all day after day, every day. He can definitely raise your vibrations up and put you in alignment. You got a lot of personal problems and drama you're dealing with. He can help you through that. He can show you how to get out of it and how to, unwrap yourself out of this chaos. So I'm about to Tank. We got any more closing remarks? We're just going to, close the call. Just want to say I love you all. ATUN-RE loves you. Peace and love to the planet. Have an also nice day. Shaddah Da Family. Yep.